All right, wonderful people. Big news today. Welcome back to Expose News TV. Welcome back to your number one YouTube platform where they giving a back-to-back updates on how things they be, on how things they shell. All right, we'll be going straight into the news without wasting much of your time. And of course, it's a big game, big news, big win for the Biafra people. All right, the tides are turning in favor of Biafra as fresh reports from Finland indicate a major breakthrough for Biafrans worldwide. After months of intense pressure, yes, and the Finnish government has reported issue a new directive that could reshape the fate of PM Eba, shifting the narrative away from his arrest and instead recognizing the legitimacy of his cause. This unexpected development has sparked widespread celebrations across Biafraland, with many believing that victory is finally within reach. All right. Um, this has been expected for me. I was never shaken with the issues of we PM ever being you would say arrested. He never shook me. He never really moved me, but because I knew that at some point when he came in, you will know that I know, yeah, yes, and truly we are there. Okay, for months, Nigeria had pushed for Finland to act against Simon Ekpa, that is the zoo government, accusing him of inciting unrest in the southeast. Diplomatic pressure mounted. Okay, diplomatic pressure mounted with zoo authorities demanding his arrest or extradition. However, in a shocking turn of events, sources now reveal that Finland's latest legal review has one way or another, even after the arrest, has favored a stance, ruling out any immediate action apart from what is going on right now before everything is totally cleared. Instead, Finland has reportedly urged the diplomatic engagement, certain that Eva's activities are protected under international laws that recognize freedom of speech and political self-determination. This ruling has thrown a major wrench into Zoo's plans, leaving the government scrambling for a response. I believe this is one thing they were not expecting at all, that it would actually come to this. But of course, it has, and it is going to be one of the most shocking things that would happen to them, because, of course, that particular thing you think is not going to happen or is not possible will happen and will shock you. Yes, that's just the truth of the matter. The news has spread like wildfire and across a Biafra stronghold and triggering massive celebrations. And of course, there have been claims, of course, the Biafra Liberation Army and the Biafra Defense Forces, the BRF too, has come out and has said that this just shows that that the plan is moving forward, and they would want to kick off with everything they have planned for the future. And this means that right from time that there have always been a plan, and maybe at some point even the PM Simon Eba was expecting this arrest or was expecting this act, and hearing this news right now is something that will trigger whatever next move he has planned, and which would kick off a brand new system or strategy that would kick off into a very big thing that nobody was actually expecting. And so Finland has spoken and the world is watching, and the zoo can no longer silence our freedom, and we are closer than ever before, as a whole lot of people has come out and said. And just like has been stated, it is something that is cannot be stopped. It is not anything that can be stopped. It's something that you would look at and be like, oh, this is actually happening, and then you would have no other choice than to succumb to what it is. And if I'm being very sincere with you, that is how things are, and that is how these things will keep on being. Our social media platforms have erupted with excitement as Biafra activists praised Finland's decision, calling it a win against oppression. The Biafra government in exile released a statement declaring that this development proves that the movement is gaining legitimacy on the global stage. Now, the way the zoo government have been caught off guard, as they had hoped to use Finland's legal system to clamp down on EPA, now faces an unexpected challenges, as high-ranking officers have reportedly called for an emergency security meeting to reassess their strategy. However, analysts believe that Zoo's failure to secure Eba's food extradition is a major diplomatic setback, exposing weaknesses in its approach in handling the Biafra issue. A security expert in Abuja noted that this has been a huge blow on the zoo government's plans, and it means that Eba would, one way or another, be set free, and he would continue to encourage international support for Biafra, which is the aim of everything. One way or another, they must have felt that this particular arrest would bring PM Brown, or would bring be so glaring or so good that this set of things should be done in the right way. I feel it is very, very bad that this is the extent it has reached. We've come to that particular time where this whole thing has escalated to this extent, and that Igbo leaders, Igbo politicians, even Ohanes and Igbo, we cannot even clearly be trusted. How you cannot trust your own people to do right by you. You cannot trust a fellow Igbo person. My people, that is why we even lost MNK in Kenya, because of this set of people, IPOB DOS, and maybe got information, and I don't know the whole history that comes up with it, that turned up the whole betrayal limit of everything that caused why we lost Ohamadike Ndibo, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And at this particular point, we still look at it and we think of why we find ourselves in such states, why we find ourselves in such bad states. My people, in fact, I would call it a bad state because it is not what we would expect to happen. Why would we find ourselves in such states? But then, what can we say? We can only decide to do better and do what is right, and then do what we have enshrined in our passion to go for, and that's why the BLA is not going down. We have, of course, we have videos of them saying that they are not going to back down on anything they've ensured. Hey, my people, these are the things that we expect from people that are truly working for the movement, and have believed right from time that anything that is not BLA, anything that is not on the release of Madden and the Kanu, anything that is not on the release of anything that is not on the release of Mazin and the Kanu, anything that is not on the release of we ourselves as Ntibo out from this God-forsaken Zoo nation, then it is not it, and that is the only thing we'd want, of course. And that is what they've been informed that you see, letting us go, it's out of their ocean. Now, the thing I feel like the strategy we need to make for ourselves is we need to completely. And so, my people, these are the things that are helping and spoiling a whole lot of things for we Biafrans. But then the work is something that we've decided to go on our own, and we will not stop. We will not relent on any level, because, of course, relenting has never been any other thing. We are doing this for ourselves. We are doing it for the lives that have been lost in the course to be better, and every single thing. So, my people, it is not something that we are thinking of sleeping on. We are not sleeping on it. We are not carrying. The carry lot. BLA is here in every state, ready to go against these people, no matter what they've decided to put up against the Biafra Liberation Army. No, nothing of such would hold the Biafran Liberation Army down. No matter the kind of things they send, we will always be reinforced with more people, with more soldiers. Adding up that we now have foreign alliances that will help our cause, and of course, for a foreign alliance to be able to help our cause, to help what we ourselves are claiming that we want, which we truly want, they need to be able to see that we ourselves are able to fight for what we want. And until we are able to show that we are able to fight, when it comes out and the time comes for us to show ourselves and say, yes, this is what we want, when we've given them that hit to the extent that they do not, and they cannot relent, they cannot reject anymore, and then they come out and they say these are the signs that these people have been crying and have been saying that they want. That is the aim of all these things that is happening. It is not, we are not doing these things just because we feel like we are doing it, because we want a whole lot of evidence to show that we have been saying this and we have been doing this, and these people have been fighting us and we've been fighting back. We've not relented to show that we really want the release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and we really also want to we want to be on our own, and that is the main thing we've had in our minds all through. That is the movement, the passion that will keep moving us until the end. So yes, my people, this is where we come to the end of this particular broadcast. Thank you for joining us. Remember to subscribe and turn on your notifications and share too. Thank